Hi, my name's Tom Dupre, and I'm putting a video together to show you how easy it is to do an installation setup of a Tyent Water Ionizer. After watching this video, hopefully we will explain how and show you how easy it is to connect a ionizer to your water faucet. Alright, we'll begin with the next step, and we'll start off with taking the unit out of the box. And keep in mind, it's always a good, at least for, while it's under warranty, it's good to keep the box and everything that goes with it, just because in case something was to happen, you would have the box to send it back in. It's always easier to put it back in its original carton. Okay, on top of the carton you'll notice you have your owner's manual. Always want to read your owner's manual because have everything in there that you need. You also have your water outlet tube, which we'll show you where this goes later. Okay, also, in the bottom of the unit, here you'll see, you have your power cord, and this is your water tubing. And then you also have a box of parts, which includes, you have two stem 90s, or elbows they call them. This is what you'll connect your tubing to, and then that'll connect to the back of the unit, and we'll show you how those go. You have a couple of suction cups. Again, we'll show you where you'll use those for. You have a bottle of pH reagent, and you can use that to check your pH after you have your unit connected. And then you have a diverter valve with different male and female adapters, to where if and we'll show you when you connect to your faucet. Some use the male adapter part, some use the female. And here's your diverter valve itself. So you have everything you need to make the installation very easy. Alright, our next step in installing the Tyent Ionizer is, if you look in the back of the unit right now, what you're looking at here is you have your inflow connection, outflow connection, you have your power cord, and your on and off switch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lean the unit back so this way I can show you better. And I'm going to get behind here, that way I don't block it. I have my tubing, my water tubing here, and what I'm going to do is you have your two stem elbows, and what you do is you connect this to your water tubing, and then you'll connect to the back of the ionizer. So what you'll do is you'll take these and you want to push it in all the way. You notice how I pushed it in all the way. If I needed to take this back off for whatever reason, it has a little quick release right here on the end. You just kind of push in a little bit and pull it right back out. Again, push. Now see, if I tried to pull here without pushing this in, it won't come back out. So if I push this in a little bit, and it slides back out. So I want to make sure I got it in all the way, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to push one in, and I'm going to show you. That's why, like they say, a picture's worth 1,000 words. You're going to see right here, you have the same thing on your ionizer. You have a little quick release. You push it in and it's able to come out. But you want to push this stem elbow all the way down, like this. You see how it's all the way down. And then I will take the other end and do the same thing. I'm going to put it on my water tubing, and I'm going to push it right here. Try not to get in front of the camera. And I'm going to push it down also. Now I have both of them connected to the back of the unit. And the reason I like to do this is because I already have the connections made in the back. I know they're in all the way. I can bring my unit next to my sink, and then I can stand it up and I can move my hose and cut it the length I need. Alright, our next step in the process was we would hook our diverter valve to our faucet. Your faucet would have, let's say, a little end nozzle on the end, and you would unscrew that, take that off, and then depending on whether you had a male or female threads on your end of your faucet, if you had female, then you would use a male adapter, and then you would screw it on here like so, and they have 3 different ones for different sizes. So once you got your male adapter into the female threads, then you can put your diverter. If your faucet already has the male threads, then all you need is your diverter valve. And then what you would do is, I'm going to try to get it to where I don't block the camera view, is you screw in your diverter valve like so. Now, I just have it hand tight, you may need a pair of pliers, you know, to snug it up all the way, and you'll be able to check for leakage after you make all your connections up. And so now we have our diverter valve connected to the end of our faucet. Alright, what I want to show you now is, even though in the previous step I showed connecting the stem elbows to the unit, what I want to show you is a way to measure your water tubing, cut it in the lengths you need, and then that way it'll be easier when you go to make your final connection. So what you can do is put your unit where it's going to go. You put your holes shown about where it would go in the back, and you have plenty of holes, so even if you cut it 3-4 inches longer than what you need, you know, this would be about where we need it. We could cut it even, let's say right here. We got plenty. We can always trim it later, and that way you'll have enough for your next section. Okay, so we'd measure this one. This one would connect to my diverter valve. Then my other end, what I'm going to use it for, this is going to connect to the back, and it's just going to come right here into my sink as a discharge. So I don't need as long as I need it going to my faucet, and so then I would cut it. Alright, now that we have our tubing cut to the length we need, I'm going to go ahead and connect. This is the outflow, and notice I'm going to push it right here all the way in, so I want to make sure it's in. Okay. Then my next one is going to be my inflow. This is going to be the one that goes to my faucet, to my diverter valve, and I have them both in there. Alright, I'm going to stand the unit up. I'm going to put it like it goes. I'm going to take, you see the longer one because I've already got the fitting, and I've already put the end piece coming off the diverter valve, off this piece right here. I've already unscrewed it and put it over the hose like so, my water tubing. And then what you would do is you would connect this, slide it on here onto the end of your diverter valve, and then move this forward, and then just tighten it up. Okay, so now I have my water tubing to my water inlet to my diverter valve connected. Now my other one is actually the discharge hose, and I want to show you how this is what you would use, this little suction cup that we mentioned earlier. You would slide it on the end here, and if it didn't slide real easy, you could always put a little dishwashing liquid and it would make it slippery. And what you do with this is the discharge hose, and that goes in your sink. Alright, one thing I want to point out while we have the back of the unit here is on the back here, this is the cover to where your two filters are. You just push this in right here, and this comes off, and you can see right here you have your two inline filters. This is one of the things that make this unit so good. It has actually two built-in filters. Also, here's your little speaker because it has voice prompts. Alright, we have, like I said, we have everything connected, our inlet hose from the diverter valve to the ionizer, and we have our outlet coming to our discharge. Last thing we need to connect now is our water outlet tube, and that goes up here, and you just screw it on like so. It has an O-ring at the end, so it seals. Just screw it tight, and I can turn it like so. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to plug the unit in. There's a on and off switch in the back. I'm going to turn it on. Okay, and then we're going to test for leaks first. I'm going to turn my water on, flip it up like so, and look in the back, don't see any leaks. Everything looks good. So when you first turn your unit on, it's telling you that you need to clean it. So I'm going to hit just any of the buttons, and it's going to say it's under washing. It'll do this for about 20 seconds, and then it'll be done. And then when it's done, it goes back to whatever number you push. So I had pushed number 3. So, and then there you go. We have it connected. Our water ionizer. We have our water. Don't forget, when you're done, you can turn your diverter valve back to the normal position. Turn your water off, and there you go. We've connected our water ionizer. We showed you from the beginning to the end how easy it was, and now just to show you one last time how to operate it. Turn our water on, flip our diverter valve, select the number that you want to use, Water comes out, and now you're able to capture ionized water. We thank you for looking at our video. Hopefully it's helped you to understand how to make the installation of a Tyent Water Ionizer. If you got any questions, you can email us. Now have a good day.